that you've attended that you want to share your thoughts about Pride events here locally?
I think the Pride events have been absolutely wonderful. I went in 2019, that was the first time we had them here in Evansville. And I got a free mom hugs button and ran around and got to hug some people. And I ran to Target afterwards. And I ran to the cosmetics section, and the girl said, "I can help you," the Target associate. And so I'm picking some stuff up. She's showing me where it's at. And then she looked at me and she says, "I'm going down there tonight." I said, "Are you going by yourself?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Okay, be careful. It's in a bad part of town, but it's a lot of fun, so just be careful." And then she looked at me. She goes, "Can I have a hug?" And it was the first time that had happened to me, And I go, "Yeah." And so I'm hugging her in Target with my cosmetics in my hand. And then she whispers in my ear, she said, "I've needed this." And I teared up.
That spark.
It is that spark. And that really tied everything. And it's one thing to talk about the free mom hugs and what they're offering and everything. And then to experience that first time. And then that happened to me at this work Pride last weekend. A young lady was walking when I was going toward it. And she said, "I see you have a free mom hug button on." I go, "I do." And she goes, "Can I have a hug?" And so I'm hugging her, and then she let go. So I let go. I said, "Who did you come down here with?" She goes, "I came by myself." And she was probably 17 to 20-ish. And I said, "Well, would you like to walk around with me?" And she said, "I would, but I got to go to work." And I said, okay. I asked her where she worked at. She was told me her name. And I said, "Well, can I have a hug from you?" And she goes, "Yes." And so we're hugging again. And it's just, I realized that my daughter probably came out to somebody before she came out to me. And so they gave her support that she needed. And so if I can pay that back to somebody else until they can get to the point where they feel strong enough and safe enough to share, because it is a journey. It's a journey for the entire family.
So, Karen, let's go back to your book. The illustrator is your daughter, Rachel. And tell me more about Rachel. She's your only child?
No, she's my oldest. She's
Okay.
the one that broke me in as a mom. And she's pretty phenomenal. And then Jonathan came 4 years later. And she's probably one of the kindest people you'd ever want to meet. She's crazy talented as an artist. I mean, she can do anything. Mm-hmm. And she's very compassionate as well.
Does she have a partner?
She does. She is married, and it's Bailey. And I could not they've been together 11 years now. They'll be married 5 or 6. And Bailey's from a good family. And if I could have created a partner for Rachel, because Bailey's very quiet and not withdrawn, but very reserved. And Rachel's very out there. She doesn't know a stranger, and she just loves everybody, and everybody's going to love her. And Bailey lets Rachel be Rachel. And that's really what you want for your kids. Someone that's going to accept them for who they are and love them and support them and not want them to be different.
So your heart is happy.
My heart is very happy.
Well, tell me about the wedding.